Good morning, everyone. You're going to notice two things right away. Number one, it's snowing. Number two, the timber matches the weather. Just kind of crappy, but that's what you get in northern Wisconsin. You deal with the weather, and sometimes you get good timber, sometimes you get bad timber. So that's just one of those days where you're just dealing with bad weather, bad timber. It is what it is. So I just want to tell you a little bit about my journey with rottne. Some of you know, some of you don't. Probably most of you on YouTube do not know how I got in with rottne. All started with back issues, honestly. I swore I'd never run a dangle head. I wasn't opposed to the idea of wheels, but I did not like the idea of dangle head. I was a fixed head freak. It was fixed head or none. But back issues changed that for me in 2010. I started having severe back issues. We had just bought a brand new Valmet 415EX. Surgeon said, you are going to have to get out of that machine and find something that will work, or you are going to be choosing a different career. Looking back, I wonder why I didn't just choose a different career. Just kidding. But of course there's times when I wonder that. But I did some research on what I wanted in a wheeled machine. We demoed John Deere 1470 Ecolog, and kind of looked at Ponzi. Was not really satisfied with any of them that I wanted to run long term. Now they've changed a lot since 2010 to where, yeah, maybe I would run one of them now, but I did a lot of research and decided I wanted to try rottne. They had the best specs for power, reach, just easy to work on. I mean, I'm telling you what, they are the best machine for access. If you got to do maintenance, hands down the best machine for access points, ease of work. They're just easier than any machine I've ever dealt with to work on, that's for sure. So all combined, decided, yeah, I wanted to try the rottne and see what I thought of them. So there was only two rottnes in the US at the time as far as harvesters. One on the East Coast, one in Idaho, and then we bought the third one. And Rickard, some of you will probably know who Rickard is, was our contact, as we had bought a new forwarder in 2001, and we were really impressed with the forwarders. So we knew about rottne, but I did not know that rottne made a harvester called the H20. We knew they had the SMV 5000 and did not really like that one much because we had demoed that one and it just wasn't the right fit for us. Well, we really liked the H20 on specs, so Rickard was our contact for purchasing our first rottne. And I found one online that was pretty intriguing, and I told Rickard, I said, hey, can you have someone check this one out over there? He said, yeah, absolutely. So report came back that yes, that's a very good machine, we should pursue that one. $81,000. So perfect, sounds reasonable enough to try. If we don't like it, it's not that much out. So we got our own broker license, and we had a container shipped over to Ports of America in Baltimore, and went to Rickard's shop in Pennsylvania, went through the entire thing, made sure it was good to go. It was good to go, and I ran that one for 2 years. Ended up putting a Longmax 7000 on it because I was not a fan of the rottne head. It was not a good fit for what we cut for timber. Well, meanwhile, we had bought another Komatsu, another wheeled machine. We bought a Komatsu 941, and my brother was running it at the time. We decided we were going to go all rottne. So the machine I'm having right here in the video we ended up getting this one out of Scotland. Pioneer Equipment had started up, and so they were now the rottne dealer in our area. So through Pioneer Equipment, we ended up buying this here when here, traded that 941 in and bought this here H20 that I have in the video. Well, we did not like that head, obviously, like mentioned. So I wanted an SP. That's really what I wanted. I did some research online, like their specs, like the build, but they were not available in the US at the time. So I contacted SP, actually just emailed them, and I said, hey, I said, really like the specs, like what I'm seeing on the videos. Is there anything available in the US? And it just so happened to be Anders Gunnard, which some of you may know, emailed me back and said, no, we don't have any in the US, but we're looking to get into the US market, and would you work with us on, you know, kind of give us some ideas what we should do, what's needed for a head in the US? I said, absolutely. So I worked with them for probably about a year, and just kind of went over what's needed, what's not needed, design, etc., etc. Ended up going to Sweden to the factory and got to see this one on the stand getting ready. Actually, not this one, it was the first prototype, which would have been the 761, had a top saw on it, and made the deal with them that we would be the prototype testers for SP in the US. They shipped that one over there, we put it on this machine, and we ran that SP prototype for almost a year, and everything checked the boxes of what we were looking for. It was a great head, and we ended up buying this head then, and still running it since 2013 or 14. I think it was 2014 we actually put this one on, and it's been a great head, been a great machine. I really can't say enough about the combo of these machines. The rottne machine has been very, very reliable. Very few breakdowns. I mean, obviously it's getting old. It's got over 20,000 hours on it now, so yeah, we're starting to replace a few things. The last one I sold, that 04 I sold, it had 23,000 hours on. Last I heard, 6 years ago, the guy in Pennsylvania is still running it, had 30,000 hours on it with that Longmax 7000 head on it. I don't know where it's at anymore, but last I heard it had 30,000 hours on, it's still cutting hardwood every day. So overall, it's a great combo, easy to work on, very, very dependable. Just haven't worked on the head hardly at all. You know, hoses, cylinders here and there, just can't say enough about them. Now obviously, if you follow the industry, there's been a lot of changes since I bought this one. SP is bought out by Ecolog, and so it's a little different dealing with them now as a whole, because you're dealing as Ecolog now. But we're still getting our parts and everything through what is now Longview Equipment. Pioneer sold and went to Crosstrack, and then Crosstrack sold and is now Longview Equipment. So industry is constantly changing, but it's still a good product. And if someone asked me if I would do it again, I would say yes, I would do it again. The rottne is a great machine. The SP head is a great head, and they make an incredible combo. They have the rottne H21 now, which obviously I would love to run that one, but as you can see, what I'm cutting here is not gonna pay for that. So I keep running this old paid-for machine, and it's doing what I need to do. Maybe someday I'll get into an H21, but that H21 is a whole different animal than this even, and it is quite an incredible machine. I've run several demos for the dealers on them, and they are a lot of fun. So honestly, if any of you have any questions about rottne, I will try to answer them. I've helped a lot of people online, texting, just a lot of different ways I've helped people from here to the UK. Just giving my ideas. Someone has a problem with rottne, I know them fairly well, so if someone has an issue, don't be afraid to shoot me a message or something, and I'll help you if I can. So that's the story of how I got into rottne. There's a lot of details that I can't cover in a short video, but that's my video for today. So if you like these videos and me talking about random subjects, just hit that like and subscribe, share it, and if it goes well, I'll keep doing them. But if I don't get any, you know, if I don't get much support in it, I probably won't continue it. But I'm gonna try it, just see where it goes. Thanks everyone, and have a crummy day, I guess. Now have a good day. Catch you later.